because you're going to get lots of feedback in there. You'll get my feedback. You know, you get other members' feedbacks, and honestly, like, I think it's better to get more than one take on it because it'll give you multiple things to consider, especially when you're learning. So if you guys have a campaign that you want reviewed, put it in here. Like Rasco has been doing a great job with this, right? So screenshots are fine. You know, give people information so that they can understand the context of what you need help with in the campaign. So you know, for example, Rasco did a good job of like posting sort of what the engagement was like on the ad, but then, you know, people asked more questions, and then he got his answer. He got his question answered pretty good. So that is definitely the place to do that. So between those two things, I think you can get your question answered pretty fast now. Okay, so we worked really, really hard to get that up and going past week, 2 weeks, and I worked really hard to finish up all the videos. So the systems are set up now. You guys have everything you need. I'm really going to try to over-deliver this week and do 4 webinars in a row, which is a lot, but I'm totally committed to helping you guys with this. So I don't mind doing it. I don't mind speaking with you guys one-on-one. I want you to have success with this. Hope that comes through. And then, okay, Joel has a great question. Okay, I'm going to take one more question, and then I'm just going to pause on the questions for a while and teach for about 25 minutes. Joel has a great question. Rob, when is the cutoff for a one-on-one with you? Joel, I would prefer to do them before the end of the year. Okay, I'm not making it a hard deadline, but you have to keep in mind there's like 100 and something of you guys and just one of me, so I have to do some, you know, each day, a handful each day to speak with each one of you guys. So if you want a hard and fast number, I'm going to say December 31st. That gives you almost 2 weeks to schedule the call. And then if there's a handful of people in there who are just out of town or out of the country or something like that, I can still do them in January. I can't do like 50 of them the first week of January. That's too much, right? So, so yeah, I'm trying to be super reasonable about it and not be a jerk about and be strict about it. But I need for you guys to book the call as soon as you can, the next 2 weeks, as soon as you can make it, in order to fulfill them all for you. So, cool, Joel? All right, buddy. You're welcome, sir. Okay, so here we go, guys. So as far as the course goes, a couple things. Let's start here in the foundation modules. Our basics, I think you guys have all either gone through them or you should at least. And guys, if you haven't gone through this 53-minute call that I did, you know, at the beginning of the course, definitely do it. There's a lot of concepts in there that will answer so many of your questions through going through the rest of these videos. So that's a great overview for getting a lot of the little gaps filled that you have questions on. A lot of the questions that I'm getting are the answers contained within this particular video. So go back there. It's 53 minutes. You can scrub through. I left the play bar on all these videos so you can like get to what you want fast. And then let me know if you have questions after that. But this one, this foundations one, is like the 100-foot view, bird's eye view of what we're doing and why and how to be successful with it, right? So that video I can't stress enough. Obviously, the Start Here videos, the live videos, the training index videos in the group, those are fantastic as well. I explain a lot of like how the snowball thing works and the snowball effect works with paid traffic. And a lot of the concepts for working with good clients versus bad clients, stuff like that, right? So those are there as well. So don't skip over those, guys. These two videos, or 2 lessons, I should say, there's multiple videos, contain everything you need to wrap your head around the concept. And then once you get into actually executing the work, that's when Module 1, Module 2, Module 3, all this stuff comes into play. Got it? So super, super useful to have all of those there, right? All these for the execution part, but I mean, I would spend extra time on these videos up here in the Quick Start training to make sure that you understand those concepts before you do it, because it'll help you fill in the gaps faster. Good stuff. All right, let's go talk about Module 1, prospecting. Now, the good clients versus bad clients video is up. I really want for you guys to understand I think again, I've harped on it a lot, but I really want you guys to understand how hard, easy, and hard, medium, and easy niches can make or break your success, especially at the beginning when you're just starting out. So if you guys haven't gone through that one, definitely use that. I'm going into Groupon in several of these videos, hoping to catch you exercising that muscle a little bit more and going like, okay, I see this offer. What's an example of a good? Whoops, sorry. What's an example of a good client? What's an example of an easy client? Right? That we want a good client and an easy client. Those are the two things that we're going after here. And then the good client criteria one. This is another one I'm getting a lot on the one-on-one calls with you guys. Is you're saying to me, well, Rob, how do I pick who I work with? Well, it's right here, right? You pick a good client in an easy niche, and that's who you should go after. You spend all your energy on those people and no energy on anyone else, right? The good client criteria are the video, the offer, good sales process, and high or good average customer value, okay? So again, this one is new that I put in there this week, so that's the muscle that you guys need to exercise and really work on, is understanding like, okay, when I see a business that I want to work with, are they in an easy niche, yes or no, right? If they're not, don't even consider them. if the answer to that is yes, then you get to go on to this next step, which is, do they have the criteria? So if they're a good client, now I need to run them through these 4 criteria to quickly figure out if it's going to be a good fit for Facebook ads as a service or not, right? So do they have good video? Do they have a good offer? Or are they willing to make one? And in good video, I talk about it, in this training. If they're willing to make good video, you can still work with them. But if they balk at it and they cannot ever deliver good video to you, it's going to make your job a lot harder, okay? I like working with clients who already have the good video because you don't have to wait around for them to create it at all. But if you talk to somebody and they're good in every single other area, they just don't have a video, and they're willing to do the video using the YouTube Director app, for example, then definitely work with them. But you're going to have to nurture them along and get them to give that to you so you can do your job, right? So awesome concepts in there. The big 4, it's so easy to remember. It's so easy to get good at fast if you just work that muscle. Go through a handful of prospects and work this little system, and by the end of it, you're going to start to have a sense of who's good really fast, right? Who's a good prospect to work with, okay? This module, how to easily find good clients fast, I basically covered, and I'll probably just delete that one because that was just a placeholder, but I covered that in these 3 emails. Not 3 emails. What am I thinking? These 3 training videos, okay? So these are the fastest way to get good clients is this way, right? Warm market through email referrals, warm market through organic Facebook, and cold market direct outreach, okay? So once you've figured out, what type of client you want to work with in a niche, these are the 3 main ways that you can prospect. And guys, I purposely didn't put 50 different ways in here. These are the ones that I have used to grow my business, and these are tried, tested, and true. They don't cost any money, so it's not going to, like a couple of you asked me if you should fire up Facebook ads to get clients, and my answer was no. You should not do that, okay? Because number 1, it costs money. Number 2, it takes tons of testing. And number 3, you have to hone your skill getting good at doing it these ways before you can go out and put something polished out there that, where you're trying to get people coming to you through an ad and you're paying money for an ad, okay? Just trust me on that one. There's so many moving parts to that. It's not even funny. So get good at doing these first, and especially if you don't have your first client yet, you guys need to get some experience under your belt. Sorry to say that. I know a lot of you want to jump forward and have success faster than that, but guys, you got to put the work in, get the results for the trial client, and then you can start getting fancy, okay? But get some results for people. It'll make everything easier if you get 1, 2, or 3 case studies under your belt, and then you get to lead with results after that, okay? So really dig into these 3 ways to prospect and get after it, guys. These things work so well. I give you the script for each one, right? The email template, the verbiage, the wording. You can use these doing the verbiage and the wording for anything. You can use it as a phone script. You can use it as a Facebook Messenger script. You can use it as a text script, so you know exactly what to say. But work this system, guys. It works super, super well. And trying it once and then stopping is not going to get you 10 clients either. So you guys got to get consistent at it. Do a little bit each day. Stay consistent. Stay positive until you start getting the results that you're after, right, to hit your goals. So so essentially, at the end of the day, like, you guys want to review these videos and then practice on a couple of Facebook posts, a couple of emails, and then a couple of direct outreach ones, okay? So practice, practice, practice. You're going to get good at it, and it's going to become like second nature, okay? So that's that one. Module 2, I've got creating the case study in here now. This is a fantastic one on how to create a quick little case study, and I'm going to see if this will work if I just mute this. I think it will. So I don't want to blast you guys with the audio, but yep, let's see if this will work. So here's the deal, guys. With a case study, after you get your first free trial under your belt, then you need to collect that data in a way that you can use for your future campaigns, right? So future prospects, so that you can make sales and do future campaigns. so what in this video, seriously, guys, if you keep it simple and just focus on the results, it's so simple to do this. If you go do a free trial with a client who fits all of the good client criteria, and you collect at least 7 days worth of data, and that data ends up being positive data, meaning like they got decent, good results, so single, double, triple, maybe even a home run, that any of those would work, then all you do is create a really short case study so that you can lead with results in future sales conversations, future prospecting conversations, future organic Facebook posts, for all that stuff, okay? So that's the concept. The case study does not need to be long. The case study needs to have 3 things in it, okay? Ad spend, leads, and resulting sales. That is it. So when I say case study, it doesn't mean that you need to have a 50-slide PowerPoint deck. It doesn't mean that you need to get fancy. It doesn't need that mean that you need to do anything else than plug this into the system that I showed you up here. Okay, that's all we need from it. So I put an example in here at the end about, like, and Chris Monet, one of the members in the group, made a deck that I'm just borrowing from. He made a version of his deck for me here just to use and share with the group. But like right here, all he does is just make it super simple. Like, this is fancier than you even need it to be. Like, but the point is the results: 556 leads over 4 months, cost less than $5 per lead. That was what the result that I got for Point Loma Sports Club. Okay, yours might be super simple. In 7 days, we got 13 leads, which resulted in 6 new patients, which means $6,000 new dollars in annualized revenue. Okay, and we spent $200 in ad spend. Like, that's super compelling still. Okay, so we just need some version of that under our belt. You need your own results under your belt so that you can talk to people like that and say, hey, for $200 ad spend in 7 days, we got 20 leads, right? And in those 20 leads, we got 3 new members at that meant $3,000 of new annualized revenue to our gym, to our client's gym, right? For $200 to get $3,000, a business owner will take that all freaking day, right? So we just need to get this data so that when we have those little bullet points to talk about, we plug it into our conversations, our sales conversations, our prospecting conversations, our tactics in here, and that's going to make selling super easy because that's a compelling story, right? Look, I got results for a client. I can get the same results for you. All I need is 15 minutes to talk about it with you and show you what we're doing, right? Is everybody with me so far? So, hey, what's up, Steve Oakes? Steve says he can't see my screen. Can everybody else see my screen? That's kind of an important step. Let's see. Let me make this bigger so I can. Can y'all just type yes if you can see my screen and hear me all right too, please? Yes? Okay, good. Thank you, Mike. So So Steve, yes, everyone else can see the screen, so just go ahead and log out and log back in. It's probably just a GoToMeeting thing. Okay, cool. So that's that one, guys. That one's super valuable. It's going to help you guys know how to talk about this stuff and understand why gathering that first test, case study is so important. This one I'm spending some extra time on. This is the sales call or the 15-minute demo, and I'm spending some extra time on that. So that's why that video is rendering still. That one will be ready by the end of the day in the membership area. Same thing with risk removal. I'm actually probably going to delete this placeholder because I'm going to cover it. I think it is covered in that video that's running right now. I was up so late last night I can't really remember, but I think I covered that there. And then this one's new too, guys, how to collect payment the easy way. So once you get a yes or trial, you want to be able to just take payment super easy. So I go through my favorite 3 tools for doing that. PayPal's free. The other 2 are paid. In the video I tell you, don't get fancy, just use PayPal to start off with to collect your first invoice. But in case you've got other clients or other things going on, or you're just rocking it and you're doing 3, 4, 5 clients already, there's 2 tools in there that are big time savers that make you look really professional and save you bunches of time. So that's in there. Client onboarding, business manager setup is done. And this is a question that I got a lot this week. So maybe we can cover this in Q&A. But if you guys haven't gotten your agency access or your agency business manager account, meaning they've lifted your ad account limit from 2 up to like 1,000, whatever it is, we can talk about that here in the Q&A. So, but if you guys first need to sign up for Business Manager to do that, okay? So if you guys haven't done that yet, for sure, go sign up for Business Manager. I'm actually going to type that in here. Go sign up for Business Manager today, because you don't want to wait. Here it's business.facebook.com. You guys don't want to be waiting on that lift when you've got, people waiting to give you money. So get that ball rolling now. If you haven't done that yet, you got to start that process right now. Go sign up for Business Manager, and I'll show you guys how to contact support and submit to get that lift removed, okay? Or that account limit removed, excuse me. Betsy, my fantastic campaign manager, built a really sweet little thing that I shot last night for doing the onboarding stuff. So those will be up later today too. And those are the last remaining videos that I do not have up, I believe. So, and then building the ad campaign, those have been up for a while, but guys, get good at that. If you don't have a sample funnel built yet to use in your demo call, that's another piece of homework that you should do, right? For 2 reasons. It gives you practice, right? So you get through all the technical stuff first, and after you do it one time, you're going to be so much better and so much faster at it the second time. But you're also going to use a sample funnel to show in your sales demo to them, right? So if you've never done a sales demo before and shown them this stuff, you need to have like one funnel built so they can picture and visualize what it's like to have you build that campaign for them. So definitely study these 2 module 5 and build at least one sample campaign. You can just choose a company out of Groupon and snag their logo online and just build one for a sample company. That's what we did. That's what I did on my first campaign. Was I didn't have a client yet, so I just built one of these to use using a sample client that didn't even know who I was, right? That's what I showed to business owners. It was a yoga studio. I showed that to all the fitness studios that I was approaching, and they loved it, right? So that's Module 5, building the ad campaign. Module 6, the pixel stuff has been in there for a while. I won't dig into that one. I'll skip over that one a little faster. But guys, I just uploaded this one, the monthly and weekly check-ins as well. So how do you report to clients when you are reporting on a weekly and a monthly basis, right? So again, I just keep this super simple, but what's nice is once you have a client, these are rolling case studies sort of, right? Because when you report, all we do is say, here's how the campaign went, here was how much you spent, here's your ad spend, here's how many leads you got, and if you know how many sales you got, we can kind of really connect the dots on this thing. So these bullets really mirror the case study format that I showed you in the previous video. So when you get to the client reporting stage, you just send them a simple email. You can copy and paste this, pop it in the email, change the numbers to suit what happened in your client campaign, and then you've got a nice email history of all these case studies. You can go back again, and when you're talking about your case studies to prospects, you can be like, oh yeah, I just did a boot camp campaign for our current gym client who's our gym client. They're basically an open gym client, but they have boot camps there too. And when they spent $473 in November, just this past month, we got them 346 clicks on the ad and 65 leads. Right? Every time they sign up a new boot camp campaign client, they're worth at least $1,000, right? Because the boot camp they have to join the membership to get the boot camp, basically. So at 10%, assuming that they sell about 10%, which is the average, 65 leads got them 6.5 signups. That's $6,500 in 1 month for $473 in ad spend. Okay, so once you start being able to talk about that, and you've got a nice little rolling email, we send our clients a weekly report like this, and after the month closes out, we send a monthly one. Okay, so that we're kind of killing two birds with one stone. We're reporting to the client, and we're also sort of creating the case studies information as we go, right? So it's got two purposes. It really helps to do this. So dig into this video. It's not very long. It's like 10 minutes, but you guys can use that for new clients and existing clients if you got them. This video is done as well. This lead sheet set up using Zapier and Google Sheets. This is the spreadsheet that I keep showing you guys. It's this one. I'll show you. I give you access to that spreadsheet, and I tell you how to set up the zaps and everything. Let me bring this one over. So, right, that's how to set this up and why it's so important, right? So I show you how to use Google Sheets and Zapier and to connect to your MailChimp account so that every time somebody opts in, every time a new lead comes through your lead pages account that you set up for your client, a new line automatically gets created on this lead sheet so that the client can see this every time a new lead comes in, and they can call them, and they can use this as a little mini CRM, take notes and all that stuff. But the best part about this is that, well, it's twofold. They get to see all of these leads stacked up in one place, which creates massive perceived value. Okay, so super interesting. When we were not doing this, our clients were just sort of all over the place, and they did not really understand the value of what we were doing. Once we started doing this and the leads started coming in and rolling in like this real time, and they were all stacked up in one place, and we shared this document with them, so we have access to it and they have access to it as well, like 95% of our client inquiries went away because we're attaching this tangible thing to our service, right? It's a tangible result. They're getting names, emails, phone numbers. They're getting the timestamp so they know, oh, how many came in on the 8th? Well, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hey, front desk girl, how many of those 8 people did you talk to? Oh, well, I talked to one, and she's starting on November 14th in the yoga class. That's the one she wants to start off with. Great. How many of those do you still have to follow up with tomorrow because you didn't get a hold of them? Great, right? So guys, this is like gold. This simple system, you spend the time to set it once. It might take you 10 minutes to set this whole thing up. I give you the template that has these headers on it. I give you the step-by-step walkthrough how to set it up through MailChimp and Zapier into Google Sheets, and all those are free, right? So they have paid plans, but to get started, it's free. You can do all this for free until you have a bunch of clients. Guys, this helps so much. Again, this helps with your current client management, right? The clients are happy that you have. It's making them happy. But also, when we do our prospecting, we do our sales demos, how nice is it to pull this up and be like, Mr. Business Owner, we just did this for a gym that looks a lot like you, and I can get you the similar results. Here's what this looks like, right? We have this Google Sheet that's shared between our client and I, and every time a lead rolls in, you get a one-off notification, but it also gets stored here, so your front desk girl can work the leads, call them, all that stuff. But you get a stack of leads just like this. I mean, isn't that something? Wouldn't that be nice if a handful of leads came in each and every day who were prospective members and they wanted to come in take you up on your offer, and go through your sales process and eventually sign up. Wouldn't it be nice to have all these leads delivered to your inbox every day? It just makes it so much easier to talk about, guys. I just can't explain to you how powerful this one document is. So that's in this video. So go, again, as soon as the videos are done rendering, on my desktop I have a little thing. It looks like most of them are done. I'll have this up later today, and you guys can dig into that one, okay? So I'm just trying to give you a State of the Union / mini training on again, just a 100-foot view. We've got the last half of this session and 3 more sessions to really dig into stuff, but I just want to give you guys a really quick update on all this where the trainings are at. I know a lot of you have been asking about that. And then all these are still the same, the bonuses down here. And actually what I'll do is I'll make another little Q&A call section, I think, in here. So all the calls from this week will be stored here for replay, so you guys can go back and review the trainings there as well. But the ad campaign samples are in here as well, so you guys can literally like copy those, okay? So that's it. That is it. That's the State of the Union for the trainings. They literally, the handful that you saw that are not in there will be up later today, and you guys can feast on those and get it going. Let's see. I see a couple of reports. A few people are saying that they lost the sound. Lou said he lost the sound. Lou, just log out and log back in. And yeah, it should be fine on the webinar. I didn't see anybody else say that. So, okay, good, guys. So now that that is out of the way, what questions do you have? I'll go back through. You guys can start typing questions if you got them. I'll go back and try to answer some that are already in here. Let's see. Eric Kilda says, make sure people spin the emails or spam. I'm not sure about that one, man. Can you rephrase your question? I'm not sure what that question was. Roger Weaver asks, what really is organic FB traffic? Just post on a page on what you are offering and let friends show. Yeah, basically. So Roger, you just want to go to the prospecting, 3 ways to prospect. Click on that. And then the video that explains that whole strategy is in this video. So I show you what that means, what to say, why it works, all that stuff. So have you watched that video yet, Roger? It's 20 minutes, 21 minutes of total goodness. It's one of my favorite strategies. But yeah, you basically just post stuff on your wall to a specific list of people who might be interested in either working with you directly or referring you to a business owner who might be able to benefit from your service. So it's not a paid ad, but it's a strategy where you're sort of like posting so that people know what you're doing and who you're helping, and talking about who you can help, how you can do it, what the benefit is to them, why you're doing it. And then once you start getting client results, if you start posting those on your Facebook as well, then a lot of times what happens is people, like, all of a sudden you become the guy who helps people who look like this in that person's mind. So the next time that they talk to somebody, or that maybe that they're at a BNI meeting, or they have a business owner friend who they just talked to at a party or something, all of a sudden it pops in their mind, oh yeah, Rob's that guy who helps people with gyms. Like, oh, your brother owns a gym and he needs help like this. And then all these referrals start coming your way. So there's several people in the group who've tried that strategy and they've gotten leads from it. It's a great lead gen strategy. Alan C says, do you do the video for them? Nope, I never do. Excuse me. Alan, I recommend that they use this YouTube Director. So go, if you have an iPhone, or someone you know does, there's an iPhone app called YouTube Director. And so let me show you real quick. So here's what it is. On your iPhone, this app will actually load up all of these video templates on your phone, and it makes it paint by numbers easy for the business owner to, for free, pick a template on their phone and through the app, preview what it looks like. So let's just say this one, right? So this guy made with his iPhone using the free YouTube Director app, right? So what he's saying is he's just introducing himself. He's got this nice little screen overlay. He's doing the voiceover in a couple of these shots. So he made this entire video with just an iPhone and this free app, okay? And just go check this out on your guys' own. Here's the link. And if you have an iPhone, then go download that that app and play with it, because it's free. Anybody can have it. So I tell them, I say, listen, if you have an iPhone, go download this free app and pick a template that works for you, and here's what the outcome of the video needs to be. The outcome needs to be, why should I get off my big fat butt and come down to experience your gym? Like, sell me on the experience. So don't try to sell. Just say, does it look nice? What does the inside of the place look like? Does this look like someplace I'd like to give my money to? You know, is it worth going down to check it out for free? Is there something in there that appeals to me, like a class or a certain exercise or something like that? So I refer them to this, and I say, it might take you 30 minutes to an hour to shoot it for free using your iPhone. Just sit down and dedicate a couple hours to it. And then, you know, the app does all the hard work. All you do is, you know, the app walks you through what to say and what to shoot and everything with your iPhone. And then at the end, it says, oh, are you happy with each shot? And you say, yeah, and it smushes all of it together, handles all of the editing, and it spits out a YouTube link that they can share with you. Okay, so if you guys are really hitting, you know, roadblocks with the video thing, I can eventually make a video on how, you know, specifically I go through that with a client and tell them what to say and tell them what to do. But I'll give you guys a quick example video, one that's less polished. That this is a client of a friend of mine, so don't approach this client, but a friend of mine made a let's see. Actually, you know what? I don't want to share it yet because I didn't ask him. I should ask him before I share it with you guys. But anyway, this guy had a client, and the only thing the guy was lacking was a video. So I said, listen, go tell him to use this app. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it has to get to the point, right? Of like, hey, yeah, I want to take my kid to this guy who has this like coach for high school athletes, right? And so he's a coach, and he's got a facility there. It's like high performance athletic training for your you know, your high school baseball athlete if they're looking to go to college or get a scholarship or something like that, right? So he did that. He worked back and forth with the business owner on it, and then basically by the end of that process, the business owner created 2 videos. One was baseball specific, and one was just generic. And my friend plugged in. He hired me. He hired me as a consultant to help him put all this stuff together. He didn't know how to do it. So I'm walking him through this process. He's turning around and walking his client through the process. At the end of the client making these 2 videos, my friend plugged those links into his campaign on the video landing page, just like I show you guys, the same stuff you guys are learning how to do. And he got a lead for 15 cents. Someone opted in for 15 cents right when he turned the campaign on and became a lead. So he wrote me back and he's like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. It works so well. And he just turned that on like yesterday. I haven't had a chance to talk with him about it. But guys, this is why you want the video, is because the business owner can get much, much better results. It makes your job super easy. It makes it much, much easier. And it makes the conversion rate skyrocket. That's really what it does, is when people see the video and they see who they're going to be able to do business with before they make the commitment to coming in, it just improves the trust factor like 100-fold. Okay, so that's why I don't do the video. It's so easy now for the business owner to do the video with a little bit of coaching over the phone, and you know, if they give it to you, you can really do good things. And if they're not willing to do it, there's just too many other businesses out there who will. Okay, so that's why it's so important. Does that make sense, guys, on the video front? Let's see. Lisa Curry, I'm just getting here. We've done onboarding with client and closing. Yeah, so Lisa, so we haven't covered that in detail, but what specific questions do you have about client onboarding and closing? Those videos are coming. They're rendering right now on my computer. They'll be up later today in the members area, so you'll have videos on exactly how to do that. And guys, Lisa Curry is a rock star. She did the organic Facebook posting strategy, this one, and she got leads from it. So yeah, Lisa, if you want to share your results in the chat, let us know. But it works, guys. It works super well. Mike Holmes says, can you show Business Manager? I have an account, but not sure what to look for as to adding clients. Sure, man. It's tougher for me to show it on my account. We've got all of our client accounts in there. So, but have you reviewed, Mike Holmes, have you reviewed the Business Manager video in here? I can answer specific campaigns a little, or specific questions a little better that way, if you let me know. Right, so if you watch this video and you still have a question, let me know. So, and this is what we do. I'm going to show this to you in the onboarding call as well, the onboarding call video, which will be up later today. I show you what we do. We actually get on a screen share with the client, right, during the onboarding process. We get on the screen share with them and we say, okay, open up your Business Manager. And if they haven't signed up, we say, okay, go sign up while we're sitting here. And so we tell them what site to go to, and we're looking at their screen now, right? So we set up a screen share, and now we're looking at their screen. We tell them to open up a browser window. We say, log into your Business Manager. If they haven't done it, we say, sign up right now. Okay, they do it. And then when they're doing that, we help them claim their assets if they have not claimed them. So they claim their page and they claim their ad account if they have one. And then we say, great, go to assign partner now, right? They're in their Business Manager. They have to go to assign partner. And when they do that, the assign partner field says, great, what's the agency's number? What's the partner that you want to add's Business Manager ID, okay? So you guys just want to watch this video on how to find that. It's like right here. Somewhere right here, like 551 mark, something like that. I walk you through that exact process, right? And there's right here is where it shows like your Business Manager ID. When you're in your Business Manager, it's this like long string of numbers in the top right of the URL. And there's other ways to find it, but I show you how to do that step by step in here. And then so now we're looking at the client's Business Manager. We just say punch this number into the assign partners field, right? So it's like big long string of digits. They click yes, and then instantly on our side it should be available. So we log into our Business Manager on our screen and check it to make sure that we have agency access at that point. But we do that on a screen share because it's really tough to align the stars and moons and get your client to do this on their own because it's fucking wonky, right? Business Manager is not simple. It's not easy to understand for most people. So if they've never done it before, it can be a mess to navigate on their own. So we just get them on a screen share, have them open it so we can see it, and then manually have them sign up. Once they're in there, we help them claim their assets. Once they do that, they own all their assets and everything. They're all set up. Now they need to assign us as a partner to those assets, and we rattle off our number in there, and they give us access right then and there on the spot. Cool? But Mike, go back and review this video if you haven't already. It's module 3. Okay. Lisa Curry says, that was my onboarding question. These folks have added my personal account. Yeah, you need to sign up for Business Manager, Lisa. Have you done that yet? Go to business.facebook.com and you got to sign up for your own Business Manager for sure. Okay. So did I answer your question about that, Lisa? Let me know. Kenny asks, how can I see everyone else's questions? You can't. I can. Okay, Lisa, about the organic Facebook posting comment, Lisa says, oh yeah, I had lots of inquiries, but I'm working with 2 prospects right now. Okay, good. So Lisa, all of the videos are going to be done today, and it's great that you got lots of inquiries. So guys, Lisa is saying that this strategy worked really well for her. This under 3 ways to prospect, module 1, right? This one, number 2, warm market organic Facebook. That's my favorite. So good job, girl. Appreciate you letting us know. That's good feedback. Okay, so Mike Holmes says, yep, it's been long enough. I need to again. You'll look again. Okay, good. So yeah, revisit that video, Mike, and I think it'll get you stoked on that one. Steve Oakes says, I suspect that you could have your partner, daughter, cousin do the video and make a little cash as an alternative. Totally true. That's a good point, guys. If you guys have like an intern or a family member or something, or a homie who does good video, and they want to, you want to refer them out, go for it. Like, I'm not saying don't help the business owner with the video, but if you don't know how to do video yourself and you're looking for clients, don't like get caught up on that. Don't let that prevent you from going out and finding clients who have good video, because they're totally out there. There's tons of them. Work with the ones that already have the good video, and all you have to do is ask for the YouTube link. Okay, so you don't want to be sitting around waiting for a client to finish a video for 2 weeks if you don't have to, right? There's no sense in doing that. But yeah, Steve Oakes is right. He says, I suspect that you could have your partner, daughter, cousin do the video and make a little money as an alternative. Totally right about that, man. Yep. Joe Max says, I think you told us that the client has to own the Facebook page. If they do, have you had any issues with them sharing their login info? Okay, so Joe, go watch the client module 3 client onboarding and watch this business manager setup video. So the two people have to sign up for business manager to make this work, right? So to avoid the issue that you're describing. So instead of the business owner giving you their admin login info, you don't want to ask for that anymore. That's like totally old school. And in fact, it's against Facebook's terms of service for you to do that. Like if you were in a different country than your client, it could get their account flagged and stuff like that. So you just don't want to mess with it. To stay above board, to stay within the terms of service with Facebook, what they're saying is we don't want clients giving agencies their login info anymore, right? We want for you both to sign up for Business Manager, and once the client signs up and once you sign up in each of your own respective accounts, we want for the client to give the agency what's called agency access, right? Or permission-based access, right? So without giving you the keys to the car, they're letting you into the car, if that makes sense. So you don't own anything when they give you Business Manager access. They're simply letting you run their account for them, and they can take that back anytime they want. They can take back that access anytime they want. So it's best that you do it that way so that, number one, they retain what's rightfully theirs. They retain the ownership of their account, and you don't have to log in as them. I mean, that's messy, right? But you have to do this now. Facebook came out and said, you have to do it this way. We're going to start penalizing people that we catch, doing it the old school way. They're sick of having the client lose their asset to somebody that, doesn't even own that business, right? That's why they're doing this. So sign up for Business Manager, have your client sign up for Business Manager, then they give you permission-based access to run their accounts for them, and that's the way that they want you to do it. Make sense, Joe? Roger Weaver says, holy smokes, great stuff on the YouTube Director site. Dumb of me not to have looked at this earlier. Well, don't be so hard on yourself, Roger. But it is a fantastic resource, and I don't know if you guys saw this as well, but what YouTube is doing is eventually, and this is not super well put together yet, but eventually they're going to do this thing called Director on Site, where as a service to small business owners, they'll shoot a professional video for the business as long as you spend $150 to advertise on YouTube, which is like a freaking no-brainer, right? So this is only available in like these cities, so Boston, New York, DC, Chicago, Atlanta, LA, San Francisco. But what's the Los Angeles zip code? This is insanely valuable. When this, okay, so 9001. When this becomes available in most major cities, guys, this is it's like, I wonder why that, okay, let me try another zip code. I don't know, 90052. Okay, so they're if you lived in this zip code, they could do this for you. So I don't know. I don't want to sign up for this actually if they think I'm a real lead. But guys, what this is like they're going to start shooting this stuff for you, or for the business, I should say, in an attempt to promote their YouTube ads, which is like fine, yeah, do the ads, that's fine, right? But they're literally going to come in and shoot the small business for you using the YouTube Director app, so that they're going to have like whoever said that, like a college kid could come on site and do this, and YouTube will pay them a little bit of money, and all of a sudden this business owner has an awesome video that they can run YouTube ads on, and you can use it for your Facebook ads campaigns, right? So this thing is going to be awesome someday. I don't know how fast they're going to get that done, but it'll be available in a lot of major areas around the country very, very soon, and that's just going to make our job easier, So it's a great resource. Play with the app. If you have an iPhone, it's a free app. It's YouTube Director app. Go get it. It's only going to get better. Lisa's saying, what was the name of the company that does videos again? It's not a company. It's a YouTube app called YouTube Director, Lisa. It's a free app. Go check it out. Alan's asking, is YouTube Director for Business in the App Store? Yeah, so just type in YouTube Director, and it's in the iPhone App Store. It's only for iPhone right now. They're going to come out with the other one for other phones later. I work on it. All right, Frank's got a great question. We are generally looking for gyms with monthly fees of $120 to $150 a month. Can we still work with clients who have lower monthly fees and just charge them? Yes, absolutely, Frank. You can totally do that. Nothing wrong with that. I'm just giving you guys sort of guidelines or swim lanes to stay in, right? Stephen O'Brien says, I may have not seen the proper video yet, but where do you get your images for the ads? So I get them from the client sites. That's a good question. So so you can just go to Google Images a lot of the time and just, this gives you a quick snapshot of the business's imagery. In fitness, they usually have good imagery, which is nice, right? Like, here's a pretty good one. This one's okay, right? See, there's good pictures of people doing the thing. And I'll show you guys the one. Oops, how do I do that? Okay, there we go. I'll show you guys the one that we ended up using, if it's in here. It's the one where the girl is sort of laying down. Maybe it's not in here. But usually they have, if you can't find it in Google Images, go to their site, and they usually have their best images on the headers of the site, right? So, for example, let's see, group classes is a good one. So that's a good image for guys, right? Okay, they kind of have this video thing going on, but a lot of gyms will have the image right here. They'll just have a static image, Let me see if there's more images here. Another great place to look is like on their social profiles. Like a lot of these guys have good Instagram and Facebook profiles, so like look at these images, right? Like these are great. So you can either ask them for these, like the better resolution ones of these, or you can just, snag them from here. Like look at these are all great. So understand, like they usually already have this content created, but it's very easy to source from what they already have online, right? I may have not seen them properly. Yep. So that's how we usually get the images for the ads, is from the client, Stephen. Let's see. Kenny says, been emailing and reporting about problem. Oh yeah. So Kenny asked about how do you get the agency access, or I'm sorry, the ad account limit lifted in Facebook ads. Okay, so when you guys go and create your business manager, your business manager account, what you've got to do is just go submit early and often, right? And ask them to say, I need my ad account limit lifted because I am an agency and I need more than 2 ad accounts. Your business manager is going to come with 2 ad accounts already installed. But what you want to do is contact Facebook support through the business manager. So once you've created your business manager account, you go to the top right and you click on the help section, and then you submit an email to them that says, I'm having an issue. I need my ad accounts lifted, please. I'm an agency. I help clients with Facebook ads. Here's a link to my website if you have one, or say, here's my phone number and my email address. Just be as transparent as possible so that they feel okay about lifting your limit, and they'll give you 1,000 ad accounts. Now, here's the deal, guys. I did this like 2 years ago, and so I haven't had to do it in a while. But a lot of you are complaining that they're not responding back, and unfortunately, I don't know how to help with that problem. Like, Facebook's being really stingy about this right now for some reason. I don't know why. So what you have to do is just submit that same question, like, I'm not freaking kidding you, every day. Just do it. Don't plan on having them get back to you. Like, every day, copy and paste the same email into the support and just be like, look, I've been trying this for days, weeks, months. I tried, on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Guys, can you please just lift this limit? I'm trying to bring you business. Okay? So squeaky wheel gets the grease. Be super transparent. Tell them you're an agency first off, right? And then put links, to your site if you have one, or a link to your Facebook profile or something that shows them that, like, you're a real person, not a spammer, because that's why they have this limit. They don't want these people coming in and like spamming the crap out of all the Facebook ads world, like just getting account after account shut down for violating their rules. Okay, so you just got to stick with it, Kenny. I don't know. I have literally no control over it, and the way to do it is through Business Manager, through the help section. Just submit often, and write the same email every day until you get it done. So I wish I had a better answer. I wish it was easier, but that's the game right now. Jermaine has a good question. Rob, can I have multiple Facebook Manager accounts? You sure can.